wait, before you guys watch this video, I just want you to know there are going to be spoilers if you haven't seen certain episodes. So don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe, do whatever you want, and yeah, that's all I really want to tell you guys. There's going to be spoilers. So I will see you guys later in the future. Bye. Hi guys, what's up? It's me, Green X-Ray here, and today I'm going to be doing a cartoon conspiracy theory on Adventure Time about this guy right here. Sorry, BMO. I'm talking in a low voice because I'm over at Bomb TX's house and he's still sleeping, so I just don't want to wake him up right now or anything. So yeah, let's get started. Now, talking about BMO, I used to think that BMO was just like a robot that was just normal, just random robot, I don't know. Until I started learning about, the episode, Simon and Marcy, where there's a whole bunch of stuff from the past that you could see in the future now in Adventure Time. And I was also in the episode The Vault, where, you can see Shoko's arm got chopped off in a tree. So then I started thinking, what if BMO came from the past? What if he's somewhere from the past and just lived, because he's a robot, he obviously can't die unless someone destroys him. What if he came from the past and he just found Finn and Jake? I did some research on that, and it didn't really come out good, because I kept on watching Adventure Time, and it turns out that Jake had a normal family, and his dad and mom died somehow. We're not sure about how they died yet, but his parents found Finn. So I'm thinking, you know what? No, they couldn't have BMO just couldn't have randomly found them. At that point, that's what I was thinking. Then I said, you know what? BMO is actually not he's a robot, but he's a game system too, or a computer, or a camera. He's all of those things. And yeah, so he's like an all-in-one little robot thing. So I started looking at his form and his shape, and just trying to get a general idea of what he looks like. And in my mind, he kind of looks like a Game Boy. If you don't know what the Game Boy is, wait, is that the right one? The Game Boy? Yeah, I think it's the right one. Hold on, let me just pull up a picture. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back, and like I said, he reminds me of the Nintendo Game Boy. So if you look at him, if you think of BMO, and you look at this, you're gonna see that this here is probably his face. He has two buttons, and he also has these two lines, but they're right here. And his speaker is in a different spot. They're at the side of his head, and he also has this. Now the buttons aren't exactly in the right spot, obviously, but they kind of resembles, and they probably purposely designed him to look like the Game Boy because it was probably popular. Not at the time, but maybe in the time of whatever time Finn and Jake are in. Now, another thing is that there was an episode talking about BMO's creator called B More, and that was basically telling us who created BMO and if there are any more other BMOs or B things out there. So in the episode there is this guy, this really old guy, who we're not quite sure is human or if he's an alien or if he's something that's lived for about 400 years, I think. But because Finn asked him if he was human, and he responded with, "My skin is," and then I think he chuckled at the end. So that could be implying that he probably came from, he's probably somewhere in the past, and he has all these robots who help him stay alive. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I think he was wearing like a business suit, and that also reminded me of the businessmen that Finn and Jake found in the glaciers in that one episode. I can't remember the name of it. Maybe it was Businessmen. I don't know. It was hilarious. So maybe they come from the same time, and the cell phones that they had were like the block cell phones. So I'm not 100% sure about the year that was made. Maybe 19 something. Something around when my dad was born. 19 something. Oh well. Anyway, so maybe around 19, I'm just gonna take a guess and say 40s. I don't really know. So they're probably from the same time, but those guys got frozen and this guy lived. Now another thing, if he's not, well, he's definitely from the past. But another thing is that if he is human, I would think that you know how like when you're in high school or something, or in school, you have those certain groups of people in school. You have the cool people, then you have the not so cool people, then you have those jocks, then you have the nerds, then you have that one lonely person. That person who just doesn't do anything and has no friends. Maybe that was this guy named Mo. That's actually his name. His name is Mo. Maybe that was him. Maybe he had no friends. Maybe he was a nerd who just so into gaming and so into doing whatever, like just making things, gaming, anything electronic, anything that he could build. Wasn't into sports, he wasn't into anything, but everyone always put him down. So maybe he's just like, you know what? I don't need this. I'm already a genius enough. I can make myself my own robot. I don't need these people. So he ran away into the desert, probably. So he probably ran away into the desert and found this old factory and said, I can fix this up. No, it's pretty easy. So he did it. And then after a while, he probably made himself a few robots. Now, he also said in the episode Be More that he never got married and he never had a son, but he's always wanted one. Now, maybe he's wanted a son, but like, maybe because he was like so caught up in whatever he was doing, he like completely forgot about it, and when he got older, he's like, oh my god, I just wasted my whole life. I never got married, I never had a child, I never got to do these other things. Maybe he was just so caught up in what he was doing and thought that, you know, this is the permanent thing, this is gonna be my life from now on. So eventually he probably had a Game Boy, like I said, the Nintendo Game Boy, and he said, you know what, I'm gonna make a robot that can feel, a robot that's exactly like a person, and a robot that is basically like a child. So he makes BMO, which he says stands for Be More. And I'm not sure about all parents, but some parents want their children to be more than them. They want them to succeed. So he created BMO to be more than what he was, to not waste his life away and be sad and repress all this stuff that's happened in his life. So he sends BMO out into the world as just a normal kid, if he wasn't a normal kid, and he just sends him out into the world like normal. And maybe Finn and Jake stumble upon him and find him, or maybe he just follows them around and they take him in. I have no idea, they haven't told us yet. But maybe they bought him, who knows? So, that's my theory on this. There's one more thing, but, I was like right about to say it, but like it kind of slipped my mind. So, that's really it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe, share, tell everyone. So I'll see you guys later in another video or theory. And that's it. Peace. Love you guys. Hey guys, I'm back. I just remembered what I was going to tell you guys. I was gonna tell you guys that BMO is practically almost exactly like a human being. I mean, BMO can feel, BMO can get hurt, BMO can be happy, BMO can be sad. BMO even has multiple personality syndrome. I'm not sure if that's what he has exactly, but that's kind of what it shows. Because in a few episodes, like, I think it's like Gesto's 5 Gray Balls or something like that. It sounds weird saying it out loud. Anyway, so BMO has, when he looks in the mirror, he starts talking to his reflection that he calls football. Not sure why he calls it football. I wasn't sure why he called it football, but then I realized that he actually takes football lessons, classes, practice, and it's not American football. I'm talking about British or practically everywhere else in the world. I'm talking about soccer. Some people call it football because you use your foot and it makes sense. And football, you're throwing a ball, which makes no sense. Yeah. So, anyway, I'm talking about soccer. I'll just say soccer so I don't confuse you guys. Maybe BMO only knows soccer as football because he takes football lessons. I mean soccer lessons. And everyone else practically knows it as soccer because they're in America probably. I'm not sure. I didn't do the mapping and stuff. So maybe that's why he calls him football. I have no idea. Maybe because maybe his creator, when he was in high school, people would like push him around and stuff because he was probably weak and like kind of like a football. They'd push him around, kick him around, just be mean like they do to a football. They kick it, they push it, they practically just use it. So maybe that's why he calls it football. And he always tells football that he is a real human boy or girl. Can't remember what he said exactly. Honestly, I don't know what gender BMO is, because sometimes he could be a boy, sometimes he could be a girl. I'm not sure. I know he had a girlfriend who was a chicken, but I'm not gonna be biased or prejudiced against anything. Kind of got lost there. Yeah. So not gonna be anything. I'm not sure if he's a boy or girl or if he's both. Doesn't really matter, honestly. So what was I talking about? There we go. Like I said, multiple personality syndrome. He feels, he's sad, he cries. He can even get drunk or high. Because it was in the beginning of the episode Be More, you see that BMO goes underneath a box and he starts deleting files. And then, like, he gets a bit dizzy and, like, kind of like, whoa, just laughing all, and he deletes a whole bunch, and then he accidentally deletes his most important file. So maybe BMO, what am I saying, maybe? God, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, that's really it. All I really want to tell you guys that BMO has multiple personality syndrome-ish, and that he could literally feel like a normal person. In the episode BMO Lost, or Lost BMO, he falls down like a mountain, and he like gets cut. Is like face screen, and he's like, "Ow, Finn, Jake, help me," whatever, something like that. And yeah, so he could feel pain. He cries. He's like a normal person. So he also gets scared and proud and happy. Basically, every emotion that a human can get, he gets. So yeah, that's really it. And this is the end of the video. There's not going to be any more else. So I will see you guys later in another video, maybe a conspiracy video. Tell me what you guys want down below in the comments. I know I said this before, but tell me what you guys want. Tell me whatever. Don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe, like, share, favorite, show a friend. And if you guys want, you could also follow me on Instagram. I have an Instagram account. It's the same thing as my YouTube, Green X-Ray. If you guys want to ask me a question on there, it doesn't matter. Comments, doesn't really matter. Either one. So I'll see you guys later. Adios, mi amigos.